I was a blue-eyed boy of the family. I still am. When I was 7 to 8 years old and I was studying in class 2, I complained to my father and I told him, my teacher does not like me. He does not pay attention to me and often scolds me as well. Can you do anything about it? He said, I'm coming to your school next week and I'll come and talk to your teacher. I think that was enough for me, but my father was serious. The next week came and I was sitting in my class in the front row and I could hear a sound coming from the corridor. And it was gent step, shoe sound. Tuck, 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 tuck. And the sound stopped. And my father was standing just in front of the class and I could see the front toe of his shoes. They were brown broke shoes. And he turned towards the teacher, politely asked, can you come out? And the teacher, while she was coming out, my father looked around, gave a good eye contact to the students, and spotted me amongst the crowd and gave me a warm smile. That was a gesture that he gave and the teacher was coming out. And he said something to the teacher in 1 minute. And the teacher left. He was a good Toastmaster. He left, but my teacher's mood changed drastically. He became friendly on that day. And subsequent days as well, she would not give me any trouble and she would actually be encouraging me to talk. And I went home and I asked my father, what did you tell to the teacher? And he said, nothing much. I only said that Uneeb is my son and a loving son. And he said to me that next time when you come to school, just come and visit because my favorite teacher is going to be there. Fellow Toastmasters, in our lives, parents play a key role. And we often go there to them for help and support. When I was again small, I went to a shop, in the neighboring shop, and I asked for peanuts. And that was a shop of a peanut. I gave the money to the shopkeeper, asked him to give me the peanuts. He was busy, and I reminded him, can I have my peanuts, sir? And he said that he did not give me money. And I said, I did. And he said, you didn't. And I said, I did. And this dialogue continued, but then we just reached a dead end. And I had to invoke support of someone. I could think of my father, but I did not want to bring him in to just resolve the issue of peanuts. But I remembered him saying something. I remembered him saying, Uneeb, whatever is mine is all yours, and whatever is yours, I've got nothing to do with it. Whatever is mine is all yours. His walking stick came to my mind. And I just apologized to the shopkeeper and I said I'll be back. I went home, picked up the walking stick of my father, and I came back with a different vocal variety. I asked the shopkeeper, can I have my peanuts, please? And the impact that it had was something like a 9mm caliber would have had. He was trembling, and he just gave me those peanuts immediately. I just passed it on, and the quantity was twice that he would have otherwise paid. I remember another time when my father was a heavy smoker, and he used to have the small butts of cigarette left in the ashtray. And I thought it was okay for anyone to go and smoke, and he just picked up those butts of cigarette, went underneath the bed when nobody was in the room, lit up the cigarette, and started smoking. All of a sudden there was a smoke in the room, and all of a sudden my father came in and I thought that was bed was on fire or something, and he was trying to extinguish the fire, whereas I started choking underneath the bed. And then he looked and searched for me underneath the bed and pulled me out, and he hugged me and he said, Uneeb, this is not good for you, and this is not good for me as well. Actually, I should stop smoking. He was a man of principles. That's what he did 20 years later. I invoked my father's help every time when I had to enter into the school, when I had to change from one school to another, had to go from school to college, selecting a college, selecting a university, selecting an employer, and selecting university for post-graduation. However, one issue resolved unattended, getting a spouse. Nigel Thomas, who was my friend in England, he boasted me about his personal life. He said, well, I am really doing wonderful. I found the love of my life. Uneeb, what are you doing? What's your plan? I said, what about my plans? I don't have any plans because these plans are being addressed by my parents. My parents have those plans. And I had a hard time explaining what these arranged marriages are. I came home and my parents arranged for me to go and look at the family. So I went and looked at the family and the girl. I came home, my father asked, how was the visit? I said, excellent. So my father said, should we go and move to the next step? I said, no, hold on, wait. And he said, why, the girl was good? I said, yes. And I said, he asked, family good? I said, I said, yes, of course. And he said, are you looking for kind of a Cinderella? Any person in Pakistan, any boy, would have said yes to this situation. And this is exactly what I said. Yes. Fellow Toastmasters, you have in your life parent, teacher, a mentor who is there to support you, to provide help to you, and offer you a walking stick when you need it in difficult times. If you have that, you must appreciate that, Mr. Toastmaster. Miss Madam Toastmaster.